Really?
And now we're live with you saying Barbie a whole bunch.
Jesus
Barbie.
Cristo.
Barbie. And hey, she's Barbie in princess power.
Yeah, she actually stopped doing Barbie for a couple years and just got back on as being Barbie.
Barbie and her sisters in a ponytail.
If you actually like YouTube her name, one of the things that comes up is a YouTube video wanting her to be Barbie again.
Yeah, and my interview, because she does not get a lot of love interview-wise, and that's a shame.
Well, here we go.
All right,
here we go.
Wow.
No,
Bronyville.
Kelly Sheridan, #1.
Okay, so are we? If we've got a 7:30 goal, maybe we should start now.
Yeah,
Yes.
we could start a show. That's fine. We could be odd and actually start our show at somewhat normal. Get it right off the bat. Hello everyone, welcome to Bronyville. This is Bronyville episode 175, recorded on May 16th, 2015. I am your host, Apple Cider. Hello there. We've got a big show today. We got a big cast of characters. I'm going to go through our regulars. We got an additive to us this week. As usual, we have 5 Iron with us.
Good evening.
I have Sandy Classic in the house.
Yo.
Scope is with us.
Ah!
And we have a special side chair edition. I thought I wasn't going to be able to make it today just because of work. He's very excited, if you can't hear by the noises that I'm not going to place. But it is Dennis Daniel. How are you, sir?
I was sent in a capsule from a place not from here, and I came here for one reason: to attack and keep coming, not to ask, but to give, not to want, but just to send.
Where are you from, sir?
Next time on Dragon Ball Z?
No. That was actually a little Ultimate Warrior. I just unlocked him on my Immortals game, so I was kind of excited.
Oh, WWE Immortals.
Yes.
That's either anime or wrestling. It's hard to tell between the two.
It's wrestling. But with Warriors Look, it could kind of be deferred as either one. And it was either that or the load up the spaceship with the rocket fuel. We are going to Bronyville.
Okay. Dennis, where may people know your silliness from?
Well, from here, of course. I'm the only reason I was here because Sandy lost a bet. No, seriously. You may know me best as that MC of MLP, that cult of personality, Mike Check from Philadelphia Radio's Canterlot Radio, every Friday from 12 to 2 on Philadelphia Radio. You also know me as that wacky talk show host from the Dennis Daniel Show. And you may know me from all those crazy conventions I go to, including the one that you, me, and Apple are going to be at. And I'm excited, Everfree Northwest.
Yep, Sandy, me, you, a whole bunch of other people in our month of Everfree that we've been doing, including the guest that we're going to have in just a little bit, Kelly Sheridan, who has done the voices of many characters, including our favorite, our new patron, our character that we love because
Queen
she's bringing equality all across the land. So that's going to be very, very fun.
Guys, before we start the show, I want you to right now look at your flank and make sure that you have your cutie mark, because I don't know what's going to happen when Starlight gets here, because just make sure right now you have your cutie mark on your flank and that it's there, because you never know, it might be gone before the episode is over.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry to say, but at Babs, we were totally passing around equal stickers. We're
People
part of the
reacted
camp.
quite well to that.
Most people,
for the most part.
Some people reacted quite negatively.
Well, what's wrong with an equal sign? You got to have an equal sign so you can figure out math problems.
Exactly.
How will I know that 2 + 2 makes 4 if I don't know what goes in between the other 2 and the 4?
You could have a greater than sign and just think you're greater than everything.
No, or the Trixie horn, as we will call it.
Could have a less than sign and just be constantly down. Oh.
Yeah, who wants that? That's terrible.
Oh no, I got the less than cutie mark. Oh.
Yeah. Well, it could be a not equal sign, which means you have nowhere to go and you don't know where you belong.
Nothing is the same. Everything is different.
Yeah. Yes, but yeah, like you said, today's episode is going to be one of those episodes where you're going to want to kick back, grab your favorite tasty beverage, and just listen to some male bronies act like complete idiots.
Or, medium. So let's go ahead and move forward. First off, let's go ahead and talk about our sponsors. First sponsor that we have is Everfree Northwest. You know them as the convention that we've been doing a month of this stuff for, leading up to a big convention. I have panels. We've got a headcanon panel that we're working on very hard right now to get off the ground. This is going to be a lot of fun. So you should definitely attend that. That one's going to be... petition your headcanons to us. It will be a really, really good time.
Now, question.
Go for it.
What if I don't have a head for the cannon? Can I still come?
You can loan one.
You can certainly come and listen to people's ideas.
Where do I get a cannon to shoot heads out of?
Pinky? I don't...
I can't deal with this.
you know... Yeah, so we got Everfree. We have Everfree. We have that coming up.
Cider and Sandy, don't forget you guys, along with Pony Toast, Dusty Cat, and myself, are going to be part of the Bronies in Broadcasting panel that's going to take place Saturday morning. We're going to be discussing the impact that shows like Bronyville, Canterlot Radio, Stay Brony, my friends, has on the fandom as a whole, and why it has such an influence on the genre.
The genre of
we will
people
be
talking
very
on the
full
internet.
of words.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So, yeah, you should join us over there. Everfree Northwest is going to be a good time. Sandy, what's happening over in Nightmare Nights?
Hey, Nightmare Nights. We announced Jen Blake officially last week. We've got Heather Breckel kind of leaked herself, but she's coming as well. So we got Comic Folks. And we're still ramping up. We're in October, so you can certainly buy tickets now, but if you gotta wait, that's cool too. We'll be throwing out more exciting announcements here in the next few weeks, after probably around A-Con, which is the week after Everfree Northwest. But
A-Con, what's that rapper got to do? What's that rapper got to do with this convention? Why would you want A-Con at your con?
Hey, you know, that dude really loves some ponies. He is down with the OPP, the original Pinkie Pie. So, yeah, Nightmare Nights. NightmareNights.net. Check us out. So, we should move on to the news because we are on a timer here today.
Yeah, we got 20 minutes. I think we're doing just fine moving through these. But let's do this. Fandom Fire status is...
Shut up! Thank you.
That's our scope.
I suppose if we're going to do it, let's see if it's in the news, but we could go ahead and talk about it. What about that Iron Man, huh?
Yeah, that,
Certified 100% brony. Well, you know.
God.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
How'd you like that? That was
that's
fun.
one of those things, you see it, and you wonder, well, this is what maximum pandering, this is advanced pandering. But it is very funny to see that Robert Downey Jr. had put it on his Facebook.
It's iron pandering, if you will.
Now, granted, let's be honest. It probably wasn't Robert Downey Jr. It was probably an intern who was having a slow day and went, let's whip up the internet for a moment, shall we? But it's fun to think that. So, for those of you that don't have the particular reference, on the Facebook page for Robert Downey Jr., there was a picture posted that listed all of the Avengers and all of their My Little Pony equals. Funny enough, Robert Downey Jr. is a Pinkie Pie. So, there you go.
I don't know if I agree with that. You know, Robert Downey Jr. I think he'd be more of the Rainbow Dash because, you know, he's headstrong, he's super fast, and he's normally getting himself in predicaments but not sweating under the pressure. But that's just my 2 cents. You know, you can take it as you will, but just my opinion.
Yeah. I mean that totally is you know, possible on that. It was just an image that'd been floating around. I think I've seen it for the past 2 or 3
let's see.
years.
Celestia is Nick Fury. Twilight Sparkle is Captain America. Thor is Applejack. Hulk is Fluttershy because, well, she was Flutter Hulk in the comic book. Rainbow Dash is Black Widow. Hawkeye is Rarity, which is weird. Loki being Discord. And Coulson is Spike. And we all remember when Spike got speared through the chest and died, and then got his own side series.
By Discord, yeah, we all remember that, yeah.
I would think Chris Hemsworth would be more of a Fluttershy because of that long flowing hair.
Yeah, but everybody has it. You have to come up with a Thor reference, and the number one thing is mild-mannered person, or the Hulk reference, which is mild-mannered person turns into just a raging beast, and Fluttershy tends to do that from time to time.
Well, then you might as well just have her as Captain America for the language line from the Age of Ultron.
As said, they don't exactly meet one-to-one. What, was Captain America was Applejack? I could see Applejack doing that.
Yeah, I kind of get that one, too.
Yep.
I don't get the internet anymore, guys. It sounds too
Well,
weird.
it's amorphous. It's always changing. You can't. There is no constant. The only constant is there is no constant.
Yeah.
Well, then who does that make Ultron? Luna?
James Spader.
There you go. That works. All right. So let's move forward here. Hit the news a little bit. First off, we have some knockoff plushes that seem to have hit the town. What are these, Scope?
Well, it looks like if I actually didn't read the story, I just found it, but I think they're from China. And how these knockoff plushes are actually, look a lot better than some of the plushes we get.
Do their colors actually match up?
Yes.
More or less. I mean, it's one of those things where China sees, hey, this is this fan plush sold for X amount of money. It's a one of a kind. Well, let's mass produce that sucker. And I think last week we talked about how there was a Cinder pony. Well, that's the OC of one of the PVL guy's wife that got made into a mass produced Chinese plush.
Really?
So they do not care one whit. So hey, you can get yourself a Mod Pie plush though. That's probably the only way you're ever gonna get one.
Yeah.
I mean, they are technically bootleg and technically can't be sold at some conventions. But if you want to go that route and you really need a mod plush and you can't afford the, cost of a bespoke one, then I guess that's an alternative for you.
Yeah, I was looking at some plushes because I hate to admit this, but I kind of want to get a Mike Check plush made. I just look at these prices, and it's been mind-blowingly crazy. $500 for a plush?
Mine was $250.
$250? You actually paid $250
for a scope plush? Yes.
Consider they're one of a kind. They're bespoke. You have to cover both the time and the materials. And if you have
commission.
It's a commission. It's a
commission. Some folks will dump, hundreds of dollars into fishing or $1,000 into fishing, $100 into golf,
$3,000 into fursuits.
Yeah. I mean, crazy hobbies are out there. I mean, buying a custom-made plush or a custom-made whatever. I mean, it's not out of the realm of acceptable.
I dumped $1,300 into an actual wrestling belt. So hey.
Oh, which one?
I mean, actually, it's the 1980s Intercontinental Championship from the WWF. But unfortunately, I had to go with I couldn't get the WWF logo because it'd be $2,600.
Yeah,
and it's got a little customization to it, and it's from Dave Milliken, the guy who actually makes the belts now for the UFC, WWE, all that crap.
I actually got to hold the before they changed the Intercontinental title back to the old retro version. I did an interview with Kofi Kingston when he was the champ, and I actually got to hold the belt that he brought out with him, and it was, I heard the, it was like pure beauty, and I almost wept out of sheer beauty.
That's why I got it from Dave Milliken.
Yeah.
Sure, it's been 2 years, and probably be another 2 years till I get it, but hey.
Well, how do you feel knowing that the shop now has the replica of the classic Intercontinental title?
Yeah, but this is an actual belt, not a replica.
Well, I think I would take the replica just because I can't drop $2,300 on a belt just yet.
I could, but I actually it was $1,300, but
I'm still waiting to get that awesome autograph from my good friend John Moxley.
The Winged Eagle is about $1,750, which I'm probably going to put in for in a couple months, I think.
Well, yeah. Well, also don't forget, the heritage with that belt. I mean, before it got converted for the Attitude Era, and we are totally off subject.
Indeed.
That's equal for this show, really.
Okay, but we'll talk more about belts later on. But let's get back to the next. Oh, I want to talk more about belts. I like belts.
No. Anyway, these pony headphone clips have appeared, and I would never buy one because why would you?
Really?
Why not?
The only thing I have when it comes to pony stuff I wear outside the house is my lanyard for work and my Rainbow Dash hat. I would never buy anything like this.
You know, I actually don't own any Brony apparel except for a ring I bought from Silver Slinger, but that's because we're buddies. And I mean, it's a beautiful ring. You know, Silver Slinger, and I will say this right now, does the best work of any Brony jeweler that I've ever seen. So yeah, I don't see myself wearing a lot of My Little Pony stuff. And even though you, Cider, Sandy, we're kind of like big names in the fandom, but we don't really wear stuff like that in public, and I don't know why.
Because it's dumb.
Because
it's not dumb.
I don't have to. That's the thing. I don't have to wear it on my sleeve.
Yeah. You can be a fan of the series, but not have to, have a tattoo. I don't think I could ever have the guts that Dusty Cat has to get a Rainbow Dash tattoo on your shoulder. First off, I'm scared of tattoos altogether, but he, and this is why he's so awesome, because he actually now wears the fandom on his shoulder, on his, not his sleeve, it's on his actual shoulder.
Oh, sleeve, shoulder up to his chest. I always like that style, the arm to the chest, but
yeah, very Dwayne Johnson.
But yeah, you can get tiny horses to fit inside of your MP3 player or phone. Rainbow Dash, Applejack, Sparkle, Vinyl Scratch, and Pinkie Pie. I
think Vinyl Scratch would be perfect because, let's face it, music, headphones, Vinyl Scratch.
Or the Ice King. That's on there too.
Oh yeah, there's many other. I see a SpongeBob. I see SpongeBob's house. That appears to be Donatello or Raphael. It's very small. I can't tell.
Yeah. And apparently We Live Fine is doing another mini vinyl set. See if they take a year and a half to get that out.
Well, the Derpy one was a couple weeks ago, but now they've released, Vinyl Scratch, Flutterbat, Pinkie Pie, and Rarity and such.
They haven't given much information as to what they're going to cost, what they're going to... I mean, they seem to be pretty small, but they're still probably going to be $10 a piece.
And probably take 3 months of ship.
But they're cute and chibi. I love the fact that we are to the point that we are getting our own fandom version of anime waifu figurines. I mean, come on. What universe?
It's going to be really funny, though, in a couple years when the fandom dies.
Yeah, but you know what? We're going to have our memories.
Dude, anime waifu figurines are forever.
Yeah, so are Sonic figurines.
I don't have any of those. Figurines. Let's see. There's a Pony Clicker. Somebody made a Pony Clicker game.
Oh,
don't play Clicker games.
I'm not.
It's a Pony Clicker game.
I played the game. I made so many smiles, Sandy. The number of smiles I made. There were so many.
0.
I was in the quintillions. I don't even know if those are real numbers.
Once numbers start going into scientific notation, it just gets ridiculous.
I want to meet the guy that plays this enough where you get an ellipsis or one of those sideways eights that means a really, really, really long time. I want to shake his hand. But after
your hand will probably be crushed, like the guys who do professional arm wrestling, because one arm is huge, the other arm's tiny. That's what it'd be like. Just one hand is just huge and the other one's small.
Yeah.
Fiddler crabs.
I can see that. So anyway, there's this convention in the UK called BuckCon, and they've just announced where, when, and a guest. So guys, what the BuckCon?
The buck stops here.
Well, the buck didn't stop here because they brought it back. Let's see.
Right.
They have announced Daniel Ingram.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not going to turn down a trip to the UK.
I wouldn't.
So that's cool. They will be 19th of April 2016, so they're not quite a year out, but that gives them time to plan and prep and resurrect themselves fully. Because resurrecting a con is time-consuming and possibly expensive.
Some people in other locations haven't learned this very quickly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looking at you, LA.
2016. This time, we bucked all the rules.
God damn it.
Issue
just embrace it.
Of the MLP comic.
Now, this one I submitted. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm really good friends with the Brony artist Leakfish, Christina. She's a very... Okay, well, I didn't know. So anyway, she announced this past week on her Facebook page that a cover she did for issue 30 of the official My Little Pony comic will be an exclusive cover at Everfree Northwest in 2 weeks. And I also got in touch with Phoenix Comics after the convention. They will be available for purchase on their site. So if you miss out on getting this awesome cover, you can also head over to their site and get it. I think everyone should buy this because, you know, Christina is not only a really talented artist, but she's, you know, one of us. And now she's getting noticed, her work's getting noticed to a point where she's now making covers for the official comic. How cool is that?
That's pretty cool. I'm sorry, I got distracted looking at this photo because I see Flash Sentry's butt.
What?
There's Flash Sentry's butt. It's totally
Where? I don't see
Hey,
it.
if you go to the Cover Palooza link, and
Alright, I'm looking.
and there's the version of Kiki's they're doing. That's Flash Sentry right there.
Yeah, he's
and then
flying.
Then there's Derpy. Yep.
And a freaking freaked out Spike. Who did the cover for this one? Jesus Christ, that's terrible.
Let's see. Looks like I think that may have been maybe the Yasmin Shika.
Maybe it's an interesting cover. I like.
Yes,
I
it's
like
like-
the trolling.
Could be or could be the Comics and Ponies exclusive by Sarah Richard.
Well, either way,
'Cause-
that won't
No,
be the one I
wait,
buy.
that's the Power Pony one because that one has Spike looking like Nick Fury.
Well, they are.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah,
They're weird.
So you can get a cover. You can get one of these exclusive covers for number 30.
I actually have last year's Everfree exclusive signed by everyone that works on the comics. So that's one of my little prized possessions. So, I mean, again, and like I said, I think we should buy this because Leakfish does such incredible work and gives so much of herself to the fandom through her charity work that, you know, it'd be wrong not to buy this awesome comic cover. And you get a great comic inside too. So,
And if you're you're at Everfree Northwest, which we support.
yes, and Leakfish is going to be at Everfree, which we also support. So you can buy it and then have her sign it, and bada bing, bada boom, you got a collector's item right there, my friend.
So yeah, you should go check that out and grab that comic. So what is this about? Michael Dangerfield needs votes for a Story Hive contest.
Yeah, well, the thing is, he's a songwriter and singer, and he needs votes. So whatever the hell this website is, will make him a music video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I voted like 7 times because I signed up, did all this stuff, got a few bonus votes. But yeah, you want to sign up, vote for Braeburn, and he'll be happy.
I think it should also be known that Michael Dangerfield also voiced the greatest pet detective of this or any other generation, Ace Ventura.
Okay.
And let me tell you, you know who wrote for that cartoon, and you'll never guess who wrote for that cartoon.
Who?
Seth MacFarlane.
I could believe it because he did a lot of work before then.
Yeah. So, are we gonna get Michael Dangerfield some votes? Well, oh, righty then. I've missed being on here, Cider.
I noticed. All right. Well, let me.
Wait, I got one more. Me on
Okay.
Bronyville, we fit like a glove. I'm done now.
No, we don't.
Just go with it, Scope. It's fine.
Yes, Scope.
It'll be fine. All right, well, let me do this, because we have a guest, and it is roundabout time. I believe 5 minutes early is, that's what you should do for a job interview. I think that for a normal interview, it wouldn't be a bad idea to do a little early.
So we'll just we'll go here and go. I
mean, you could do that. That's fine.
I'm distracting the audience while you get them set. While you get our guest set up. So.
I mean,
Yes, our guest this week is none other than Kelly Sheridan. While AC gets her started.
And she's coming on right now.
Huzzah!
She is? Where? Am I ready? Hang on. Let me try my cutie mark. Yeah, I still got it.
Cool.
Hello.
Kelly's
Hey,
here.
Kelly!
Hi. I was just sending you a message saying, should I call in? Are you guys going to call me?
We got this covered.
I'm just going to plug in my little headset here and see if it works. Is this okay sound-wise?
You're sounding good. Actually, the original one was actually pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah.
Let's do that. That better?
That sounds
Much.
great.
Okay,
Yes.
let's do that one.
All right, perfect. We have Kelly Sheridan here. Hello.
All right.
Hello.
Kelly. Woo!
So here's our crew. Obviously, the first thing I want to say, it sounds like you and Dennis have some past history. He interviewed you ages
do.
back.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, actually, it wasn't even that long ago, was it, Dennis?
It was December 2011, and I know this because I'm still paying off Bearcats for the window you shattered. I know you said blame the listeners, but you know they're not the ones who have to pay Dr. Owens. I'm the one that has to. That was a $900 soundproof glass window, and as a college student, do you think I have that kind of money laying around? I mean, I do now, but yeah. But
well,
still,
interviews with me get rowdy, you know.
I gotta have you back on, just because it's been so long.
Yeah.
But yes.
4 years ago. That's crazy.
We've come quite a very long way, and it's like it's full circle now that we're back together again, and it feels so good.
Yeah, maybe I can shatter your guys' window with my quiet today.
Do it.
Oh, I can't afford a new window. Or a new mirror, or a new computer screen, or a new TV. Please don't believe me.
But yeah, this is Bronyville here on Ponyville Live. If you're just joining us, we are being joined by, I think, an incredible voice actress who has, for many decades, provided us with such great characters. The names of Ukyo Kuonji from Ranma, Diana Lombard from Martin Mystery, Greenback Jane from Black Lagoon, Mystique Sonia from Hero 108, just to name a few. She's the iconic voice of Barbie in the hit Barbie movie series. And, of course...
All the Barbies.
Well, not all of them. There have been a few where she hasn't been it.
Almost all of them.
And of course, she just got done reprising her lengthy role as Demon Slayer Sango in Inuyasha: The Final Act, which you can catch Saturday nights on Toonami on Adult Swim. And of course, you know her now as, I think, the antagonist for the current season of My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, Starlight Glimmer. Kelly, first off, thank you for joining us here on Bronyville. It's again a truly huge honor to talk to you again after so long.
Thanks for having me. You forgot my biggest credit, which is cat sitter for my neighbors.
Okay,
Nice.
we gotta know more about this. What type
Tell
of
us about
cat?
these cats.
Cat sitter. Wait, hang on. I gotta find my notes here. Where did cat?
No, they're just. I'm babysitting 3 cats right now. They're the best. They're just amazing.
Do you mind us knowing their names? Is that
their names are George, Princess Peach, and Little Girl.
What breeds?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Okay.
They're cat breed.
Dog.
Well,
Cat breed. One's fluffy, and one's.
probably a Persian, I think, maybe.
I'll take a picture of it today and post it on Twitter and at you
Perfect.
guys.
That
Yeah.
works.
Sorry, Sandy,
all
but
together.
our princess is in another castle.
Oh,
The-
That was Princess Daisy, not Peach.
No, what? No, that was totally Princess Peach. Man, are you totally? Are you serious? Okay.
Sorry.
Well, anyway, we're scaring Kelly off here, and that's her job to be scaring us off. I kid, of course. So, Kelly, let's get the audience familiar with you. So, tell us a little bit how you got your start in voice acting.
Well, I was really lucky. I was a kid. I mean, I was about 13 years old and doing community theater. And the woman that ran the theater that I was a part of, the youth theater, also had an agency for young people. So she would send me out on auditions for film and TV stuff, which I did a little bit of when I was a teenager. And then she started sending me out for voiceover, which was kind of a new thing in Vancouver at the time. There hadn't been a lot of work here. And actually, the first job I ever got, I went in, I auditioned for a show. I don't remember what it was, but a director for another show happened to be walking through the studio while I was auditioning. And he went, "Oh, who's that? We actually need a kid for an episode of Captain Z in the Z Zone." What was it?
Yep.
Captain Zed in the Z
Captain
Zone.
Zed in the Z Zone.
That's
from
right.
1991.
Yeah, that would have been it. And he said, "We're recording it tomorrow. Can this, she'd be good." And so I didn't get the job that I went into audition for, but I got this other job. So that was my first voiceover gig, and I loved it so much. I liked it way better than film and TV. It was much more like theater, which I also loved. And that's how I started. I was really lucky. I was a kid, so I didn't go through all of that actor angst that you go through when you finish theater school or when you're in your 20s and you start performing.
And you spent most of your life actually doing voice acting. It does seem like people kind of go down 2 tracks. They go theater and regular acting, and then eventually find themselves into voice work. And then, kind of similar to Andrea Libman, you just kind of had this one track from childhood all the way in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have an engineering degree like Andrea does, but she's a little smarter than I am. But it's neat. It's a cool job in that people come to it from all different tracks, it seems like. There's people that come to it from radio, or people that are professional singers that, have music careers that just have really interesting voices, and they get into it. People with theater training, and yeah, it's cool. People from all sorts of walks of life.
But that's what's so cool, is that so many different actors and actresses, and the example I love to cite is Kathy Westluck, who actually got her start at the CBC, and then one day her director goes, "Hey, you want to try out for this commercial for a mall?" And one thing led to another, bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah,
she's the awesome voice actress that we have come to know and love.
I know, it's cool. I think that's necessary for a voiceover community too, or any acting community, is people with really diverse talents and diverse backgrounds, because you don't want a show filled with the same person. Starlight Glimmer might want a village filled with clones, but I don't think it's healthy for the voiceover community. So it's great.
Well, no, you don't want Scott McNeil in every show. He can be in a good chunk of them, just not every show.
Just 90% of them.
90%.
That's
90% Scott McNeil. 7% Kathy Westluck, 3% Kelly Sheridan.
I would take that deal. That sounds pretty good.
And the rest, Nolan North.
No. That would be Ingrid Nielsen.
And the rest can fight over the scraps.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh no, it's David K. Watch out! Here he comes.
Nah, he's too busy doing Last Week Tonight with John Oliver to be in this.
All of a sudden, I'm seeing an Anchorman style fight with voice actors. This is just that big.
I would
wonder
pay
who
to
I would
see
have
that.
on my team. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I don't know, but you play so many different characters with so many different weapons. A boomerang, a giant spatula, magic.
Lots of magic and lots of mutant powers that gets worked in there.
Whichever power Barbie has this movie.
Kindness.
Yeah.
Kindness and cleverness.
She hung out with Conan at one point.
And don't forget that killer tongue.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Mystique Sonia, she's got a good one. Good weapon of choice.
I actually, Kelly, I don't know if you remember, I made a joke about that, is if Mystique Sonia French kissed you, she could pull your pelvis out through your throat.
Whoa.
What?
Wouldn't that make a
Lost
mess?
episode. That's the episode they never aired.
Yeah, and then the one person I don't want to mess with in a dark alley, of course, Scarlet Witch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to, who was it? Oh, it was Dusty when I did his show.
Dusty!
Shout out to Dusty and Screwball.
Dusty Senpai.
Oh, hi, Dusty. Yeah. What were we just talking about? I got all distracted by.
I don't even know anymore.
We were talking about Scarlet Witch.
Oh, that's right. She's unstoppable. I mean, yeah, she has too many powers, if you ask me. There's really nothing she can't do, so she's scary.
I'm surprised they didn't ask you to be in the Age of Ultron movie.
I am too. Well, they did, but I turned it down because it was too low profile. I didn't think the movie would go anywhere.
Smart choice.
There wasn't a lot of interest.
Yeah.
It's just this thing, and it'll be out of theaters in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably talking
A
about
little blip
Civil
on the
War.
radar.
Maybe she'll be in Civil War.
We can hope. We can just hope.
We can help. Well, okay. Well, anyway, let's get back onto the topic here. Of course, one of the roles that I think has taken this Brony fandom by storm is, of course, Starlight Glimmer from the season 5 opening of My Little Pony. And I tell you what, Kelly, this fandom has latched onto it. So, what do you think of your character, Starlight Glimmer, and what do you think of the outpouring that the character has gotten from the fandom?
Oh, well, what I think of her personally is I think she's got some issues she needs to work out.
No, really?
Yeah, but in terms of being able to play her, it was so much fun. I mean, who doesn't like to play the bad guy? That's the best.
So what was the direction for building the character when you were going into the studio? Did they have any specific guidelines that they wanted to build the character off of that you used?
Yeah, they didn't want even like a glimmer of the the evilness to come. They wanted her to be so, I think they wanted the kind of chillingness to come from the fact that she maintained this perfect mask until she couldn't maintain it anymore. So, you know, if I tried to sneak in little evil jabs with certain lines, they went, nope, pull that right out. We just want her to be pleasant and super just cheerful and nice the whole time. And then they really pushed me to just like be as nasty as I wanted to be.
More Dolores Umbridge than
yes.
Voldemort.
Yes, and then she gets to be Voldemort when the gig is up. So that was fun. It was actually really challenging because the impulse is to sneak in little. I think I still snuck in one or two if you listen closely, but they didn't. You know, they wanted people to kind of have a creepy feeling that something was up with her, but not quite know what it was until.
Well, when it comes to the song, the line "You can't have a nightmare if you never dream" was pretty creepy by itself.
It's super creepy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I dug the looping message. In sameness, there is peace. Exceptionalism is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Free yourself from your cutie mark.
In the box.
Difference is frustration. To excel is to fail. And this one got me the most. Be your best by never being your best. Like what the?
Yeah.
Am I watching My Little Pony or a Hasbro version of Brave New World?
That particular segment I felt was like it was so brave of them. It was really dark. Like they were all lying on the ground in the hut, kind of like anemic, just sort of like, whoa. It was it was awesome that they went there. I think
it was just brainwashing.
Yes, that episode was just absolutely.
Yeah, it's been great. I guess it resonated with some people because she's I guess I don't know if popular is the word, but people love to dislike her.
People love to latch on to good villainesses,
and it's
villains in general for this show.
And it's really interesting because it's the first villain that we've seen that you can kind of understand someone actually being like that. Like most of the other characters are all sorts of, you know, I'm a kooky evil villain because of evil villain reasons, and this is one like, no, you could probably pass by this person at the grocery market, never know it.
And villains in real life, that's the scariness, right? They have an ideology, and they don't see themselves as villains. They see themselves as right, and everyone just needs to get on board.
Yes, but I tell you, you know, Starlight Glimmer ranks up there with my favorite villainesses of all time. You know, it's a tie right now between Starlight Glimmer and Kuvira from The Legend of Korra, which another great show with another great villain who had this ideology, who wanted a better world for herself and her people. You know, again, you know, Starlight wants everyone. You know, she doesn't necessarily think that, you know, you have to be equal, but she thinks that it would be a safer world if everyone were equal, and that's the really creepy thing.
Yeah, and she doesn't acknowledge her complete hypocrisy. You know what I mean? She's scary.
She isn't apologetic at all at the end either.
No,
no,
she's not. No.
She regrets nothing.
No, she's not a convert. That one.
But so what do you think of the fandom's love for Starlight Glimmer? It has been magnanimous, and there's even been, and I want to plug this, my friend LaShawn O'Neill, who does Two Rad Cosplay, stunning Starlight Glimmer. It's just a stunning cosplay of Starlight Glimmer. So I just want to toss that out there. But yeah, it seems
that. See that.
I will tweet you. I'll tweet to you after the interview. It's really good, and I think that would make her day actually.
Yeah, I want to see it.
All right. But you know, it's been, you know, the outpouring has been fantastic for Starlight. And, you know, we don't know if we've seen the last of her this season. I got a feeling in the back of the old, you know, brainstem that, you know, we haven't seen the last of Starlight.
I don't know. We'll see. I hope so.
Now, I know this next one isn't My Little Pony related, but because it's such an iconic show in the anime fandom, and it's one of your most longevic roles. Of course, you're also starring as Sango the Demon Slayer in Inuyasha, the final act, which is currently airing on Toonami at, I believe, 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Adult Swim. So you've been playing this character for well over a decade now. So
yeah, I think we started in well, they started releasing them in 2000, but we would have started recording them before that, so maybe 1999.
Yes.
I'm guessing.
So we're
I
coming.
remember watching it on Cartoon Network back in the day.
Yeah.
So we're coming now to the end of it. I mean, this is the end of a dynasty. So many great shows ending. Naruto's ending, Bleach's ending, Inuyasha's ending, and everyone's like, free at last, free at last. Well, the naysayers, I'm not one of those, but it was just in repeat for so long. It's mind-numbing. We're like, come on, why are you stalling on us, Viz?
Yeah.
But we now have it. You can now get it on DVD and Blu-ray from Amazon. So tell us, what is it like getting to record the final episodes for a character that you have had such a lengthy and prosperous career with as a voice actress?
It was really great. There was actually a huge hiatus between the final act and like the second to last season and the final act, I guess. It was a couple of years or something. So it was really lovely to go back and visit her and see her resolution with her brother. And I don't know. I'm assuming everyone's seen it by this point, but
I have not.
Okay, I don't necessarily want to give it away, but just being able to like wrap things up and scream Hirai quotes a whole bunch more times. And yeah, it was awesome. It was really fun.
I mean, it is good that the series is getting at least a conclusion on the animated side of things, because more often than not, anime just kind of stops when the money runs out.
Yeah, I think it'll be satisfying for the fans to have, to see the end of it. And probably sad. I mean, a lot of people have grown up watching it. They were, kids when they started watching it, and it's been on so long that, yeah, it's a big part of your childhood. I had shows.
Absolutely. When I was a guest at a Cutie Mark Con in 2013, and I found out I would be appearing alongside Richard Ian Cox, I was like, oh, it's Inuyasha!
Man himself!
Yes, it's a must maintain composure, and he actually signed my my Tetsaiga sheath, which was really awesome.
Oh, cool.
But yes, this was one of those shows, and whether you loved it or you hated it, it's one of those shows that resonates in the anime fandom and will always stand the test of time, even if it's a lot of filler. But you know what? Dragon Ball Z was a lot of filler, but it's still one of the most iconic shows out there, and Inuyasha's up there with Dragon Ball Z. But I was also really sad that a lot of the voice actors from the first series were not coming back for the final act. And I mean, I was so happy when you and Kirby and Richard were all coming back. But then you see guys like David Kaye, who, and I'm not, this isn't bitter grapes. I know he's got a very prosperous career in the United States over in California. I mean, he's the announcer for the popular Last Week Tonight with John Oliver on HBO. I mean,
he's on a whole other level.
Yes. But again, a little sad, Monarchy Stories didn't come back for Kagome. I was really sad about that because I grew up with her. But, you guys got some really great crackerjack talent to replace. For David Kaye, you had Michael Dangerfield, who
he's awesome.
Who I personally think does a much better Ace Ventura than Jim Carrey. He's doing Shishomaru. The name of the replacement for Kagome is on the tip of my tongue right now.
I believe Kira Tozer. Did she do that?
Kira, I think it was Kira Tozer. I can swear I know her from somewhere else. Let me look her up.
What would she be on?
Well, let's check a behind the voice actors. They have a good list.
On Littlest Pet Shop, she has a role on that.
Oh, she's Minka.
She's done a bunch of other stuff. She's awesome.
Yeah. So if anyone, Minka of course would be the perfect candidate for that. But it's been a really great ride with Inuyasha, and I know a lot of people are going to be sad, but you have at least 300 episodes, 4 movies, 2 video games.
Yeah, just watch them all again. Just start back at the beginning.
I want Netflix to get this on there. I think it's about time that some of these great shows come to, Rama 1/2, Inuyasha. Heck, my sister's claiming for Hamtaro to be on Netflix.
Oh, that'd be fun.
If I'm paying $9.99 a month for this, I should be getting my money's worth. They need a lot more anime.
That dang opening song for that's a heck of an earworm.
I know, right? Oh.
Let's see. Let me.
Hamster's Big Adventures.
Nobody start singing it.
So 5 Iron had a quick question. Are you there, sir? Let me see if he's back.
I am. Sorry, no, I'm clicking a lot over here, so I'm trying to not make noise during the show. All right, so one thing I love to ask folks when we have them on is Okay, we're all kind of geeking out about you. What do you geek out about? What things, what IPs do you enjoy? Books, movies, TV shows?
I geek out about anything Joss Whedon has created.
Yes!
Major, big time. I geek out
That's a
about,
good
I
answer.
watch Doctor Who. I'm
Nice.
watching season 8 right
How long is
now. I geek out about Saga, which is a graphic novel that I'm completely, insanely addicted to.
I need to
Brian
get
K.
more
Vaughan
issues.
for the win.
Oh, those issues are so good.
They're so good.
Oh,
I actually just read Sweet Tooth too, which is also amazing.
Need a good look.
Oh, I heard about that.
And what else do I geek out about? Oh, this is my recent
Ponies.
obsession, is The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which I've already watched twice all the way through. It just came on Netflix, I don't know, what was it, a month ago? Tina Fey is amazing.
Yes.
She's my hero.
Is she unbreakable?
She is unbreakable. Yep. The title is apt.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'd hate to see a show on Netflix where someone is unbreakable and it turns out they're pretty breakable.
No,
Bad marketing for Netflix.
she gets close. It's just a really smart writing and very brave, where the subject matter, I can't believe they've managed to make a sitcom out of it. It's just incredible. So
Is
that's
it a
one-
Netflix original?
It is.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
we can get
and
away
it's-
with a lot more
I
then.
think they did it in it was like a co-pro with NBC, I believe. I think.
Yeah, I've
Something
seen it out there. It's definitely high up there on the list on Netflix. So, but if you're giving it rave reviews, might have to give it a check. What would you put it akin to? Just as similar to 30 Rock or
It
what kind
definitely
of
has a 30 Rock vibe, where the characters are larger than life, and it's got her offbeat, bizarro humor, like really witty dialogue, and lots of narcissistic New Yorkers. But the actual story is very different from 30 Rock.
It definitely has it feels like it's in the 30 Rock universe with the comedy style and the cutaways and everything.
It feels like Tina Fey. Like you can
Yeah.
tell that she made that show. It's great. It's really great. And Ellie Kemper, who plays Kimmy, is just I always loved her in The Office, but it feels like she's really been let off the leash on this show, and she's just awesome. She's really great, really endearing. So that's
Well, anyway-
Kelly's recommendation today, kids. Go watch all of those things.
Woo! Yes. Well, anyway, back to the questions here. Of course, you're going to be joining me, Chef Sandy, and Apple Cider, and a cavalcade of others at Everfree Northwest, May 29th through the 31st at the Hilton Airport and Conference Center in Seattle, Washington. For more information, you can check out everfreenw.com. Do you have any kind of special panels or events planned for the convention?
I just got sent my schedule yesterday, and one thing I have no idea how we're going to set this up, but it's going to be really fun, is they're calling it Story Time with Kelly Sheridan, where you can come and I will read you a bedtime story.
Do I have to bring my PJs?
If you like, sure. Yeah.
Let me find the most spooky bedtime story ever.
Come as you are.
Scary stories you tell in the dark.
And so I'm not quite sure how they have it set up yet. Like if the con is gonna provide me with a bunch of books, or if I'm gonna bring some, or if people can bring some I'm not quite sure what the setup is, but events will unfold and I'm sure they'll figure it all out. But yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. And what else is gonna be fun? Just the big group panels, I think it's also gonna be really fun.
Is it so wrong? I want to see you read Goodnight Moon as Starlight.
Oh, that'd be good.
I'll bring my Banky and my Teddy and a glass of warm milk.
My nephew
Only
just
ever.
read me one that's a similar style, and I think it's Goodnight iPhone or something like that, where it's all about turning off all your technology when you go to sleep. That might be
We could
least
read
you're not-
Said
At
no
least you're
one
not going to
ever.
read Go the F to Sleep. by-
Damn it, dude! I was just about to say that.
Well, you never know. You never know.
I would record
Fuck
that. I would
to
record
sleep.
that.
That's sweet,
Oh,
in
yes.
the sweet Starlight Glimmer voice.
I'd be willing.
I don't know.
I'd pay to see that.
I would kind of like to hear "Go the F to Sleep" as Ukio. But that's just me though. That's just me.
I'll go buy a plane ticket right now just to see that.
Hey, what can I say? Ukio's a girl after my own heart.
No, no, I mean,
looks
no,
good.
no, but
And don't tell Kathy though, Kelly. Don't tell Kathy. She knows I got a thing for shampoo too. So
No, mum's the word.
Hell yeah. She get too clingy, but I like clingy. Well, anyway, this is Bronyville here on Ponyville Live. If you are just joining us, we are being joined by Kelly Sheridan, a very talented voice actress who you can hear as Starlight Glimmer in the most recent season of My Little Pony, which airs every Saturday on Discovery Family Channel. So, before we let you go, Kelly, is there anything that you'd like to say to the Brony fandom or to the fandom that has loved and admired you for so many years?
Well, I'd just like to thank them for all of their support and I've been sent so many cool, fun, like memes and images and stuff lately of people making Starlight Glimmer art, and that's been great. And actually tons of Brony fans before I was ever even on the show, just people that, Bronies that liked other, Inuyasha, for example, or Barbie, other stuff that I'd done. It's just, I think you guys have an amazing community, and it's something special. So I'm really happy to be a part of it.
And now you've been flooded with it too. Just everything.
And we'll be all around you.
Coming. I like it.
Come Everfree, we'll be all around you again. You were here in the Bay just a few weeks ago, and if I remember correctly. Or maybe not. I may have gotten that mixed up. But yeah, we'll see you in Everfree, definitely.
Yeah, I will be there. That's for sure.
Yeah, I personally cannot wait to see you in person because let's face it, Kelly, you are an incredible actress, and from your Twitter, you sound like an awesome, incredible person, and I cannot wait to meet you in person and just, we get to hang a little bit. Hopefully you won't be, too surrounded by all these awesome bronies and, jabronis and whatnot, because they be crazy.
That's okay. I'm a little crazy myself.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's okay.
Yeah, what was this earlier about you getting day drunk that I saw on Twitter? What was that about?
Yeah, what the?
Oh, I've sobered up now, so no worries.
Oh,
But,
no, you can keep it going. That's no problem. We completely...
Don't get sober on our expense, Kelly.
It's my birthday on Tuesday, and it's a long weekend here in Canada.
Yay!
We Victoria weekend,
Right.
a long weekend. And so I'm celebrating all weekend just by eating and drinking whatever I want. I had dessert for dinner last night. So, yeah, I went for brunch with friends, and then we just kind of kept the mimosa party going, but it was great. I had a little nap, but now I'm good to go.
Well, Kelly,
Guys,
let me give you my my birthday celebration I give everybody, and I'll just do this a little bit early. And Tuesday's usually when we post this show, so you're good. The history is that whenever one of my friends has his little son tell him to give a happy birthday, he just goes, "Birthday!" Little 4-year-old just yelling birthday as loud as they can. So I just adopted that. So birthday!
Yeah, that's good.
Guys,
I like
I think, we are all here. I think we should sing Kelly happy birthday.
I think you should too.
I think
Come
we
on,
should.
guys.
Come on,
Okay.
let's do this.
Ready?
If we're
Isn't
gonna
that
go
like
full
copyright protected?
1.
It is
Two.
copyrighted. It's
What?
copyrighted.
It's copyrighted?
Yes, it's
Yes, it
copyrighted.
is.
That's how come they don't sing it.
Copyright infringement.
Copyright.
flag on
She's a golly
video.
jealous, or
This
she's
is
a
your
golly
birthday
Jolly
song.
Good
It is
Fellow.
very long.
Let's do Jolly Good Fellow, because that's not
Happy birthday from all of us to you. Happy birthday. We hope you're happy too.
I kind of like this mishmash medley of all of the
Not all songs are
happy
equal.
birthday songs.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Oh, that was a
Let's see
good.
what you
I
did
got
there.
that
I'm not
reference.
calling her a fellow.
All right, ready? Okay.
What?
How about Starlight?
She's not jolly good though. She's evil.
She's evil.
She's not. Well, sometimes she's jolly, but
Well,
Guys, we've already committed now. We've got to do something.
Well, see, I was going to say, I think the sentiment has been expressed.
How about
Yes.
Jolly Good
Yes.
Pony?
I'll
how
do
about
it
you get the first 2 words out of happy birthday, and I will interrupt you.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
Yes!
Oh,
okay,
I didn't
there we
really hear
go.
that.
I'm done. It's good.
Yeah, that's the best birthday present I could get.
That's perfect. That works for me.
She told me to be quiet.
Well,
Kelly Sheridan.
Yeah,
that
me.
escalated quickly. I mean, that really got a hand fast.
Like most of my birthdays.
Oh,
But yeah, again, okay, Kelly, thank you so much for joining us today on Bronyville. It was truly a huge honor. Guys, if you have not booked your tickets yet, head over to everfreenw.com. There are still plenty of passes available. You want to come and meet this spectacular woman. She's talented, she's funny, she's Canadian.
Go on. I mean, really, go on. Keep going on.
Okay, she's Canadian. She plays an awesome girl that can cook. She plays an annoying older sister. Back off, Diana. She plays a counterfeiter. She plays a magical princess.
She plays
in some
a lot
movies.
Of things.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You'll come for the Sheridan, but you'll stay for the counterfeiting.
Yes, please do come. I'm looking forward to meeting everybody in Seattle.
Again, that's Everfree Northwest, May 29th through the 31st at the Hilton Airport and Conference Center in Seattle, Washington. Kelly Sheridan among the name of awesome guests that will be at Everfree Northwest this year. So, Kelly, is there any way that this Brony fandom can follow your mishmash adventures and your walks of life, if it were to say?
Yes, please follow me on Twitter at KSheridanVoice, and you can also check out my website at kellysheridan.ca because I live in Canada.
Oh, Canada, you're
one.
home to
Excited.
Kelly Sheridan. She's Mystique Sonia and Starlight Glimmer too.
That's pretty good. You actually know the tune. You must be a hockey fan.
Nah. The two greatest the three greatest exports from Canada were, of course, Red Green, Kathy Westluck, and Brett the Hitman Hart. But of course, Kelly, you are the best there
That's
is,
an
the best there
eclectic
was, and the
bunch.
best there ever will be.
I got some maple syrup from Canada once. It's really good.
And but you can't beat Vermont maple syrup.
I also got secondary inspected at the border. That was also real fun.
I have never been to Canada, to be honest.
Oh,
When I was
you
at
should go.
Everfree Northwest, when I was at Everfree last year, I drove up there for the day, and yeah, it was really strange because the border guard was both strict and polite at the same time. It's really off-putting.
Yeah, that's Canada for you.
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
that's Canada, you know.
But it was
You know,
really
that's what
nice to
it's all
switch my.
about.
It was really nice to switch my GPS to kilometers per hour and see max speed 100. So that was always good.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, Kelly, you've been a great guest. We love you, and we'll see you very, very soon. So thank you for coming on to the show today. And
Thanks, fellas. My pleasure.
and we'll see you very, very soon up in hopefully not too wet Seattle.
That's good.
I know. I'll see you at BrodyCon because that's the next con I'm going to anyway.
Oh, sweet.
And Kelly,
Yeah.
keep your stick on the ice.
Okay, Coach. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you very much, Kelly. Have a good night.
Kelly
You too.
Sheridan,
Bye,
ladies
guys.
and gentlemen, the very, very unmatchable Kelly Sheridan. Again, you can follow her on Twitter at. I just had it. Here it is.
I would say she's unbreakable.
At K Sheridan Voice, and again, check her out at kellysheridan.ca. I tell you what, I want to say this now, even though she's gone. What a great person. Fantastic.
Yep, she's
Yes.
she's fantastic guest. I can't wait to go see her at Everfree. It's gonna be a really great time meeting her and seeing all the other guests. They just added Lita Carr into the repertoire of their guests that are
Really?
going to be coming. Yep, he's going to be at the convention.
He hasn't
They
done
just-
much. I haven't seen him do a lot recently. I mean, last thing I saw, he was at Anthrocon last year.
And they added my good buddy, M.A. Larson.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Surprises up to the last minute, huh?
Yep.
Huh.
So you can go to Everfree and go check out those good guys and gals, Sheridan. So let's go ahead and move this forward. We do have one thing that we need to cover, which is today's episode.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and pull this up because we need to make new friends. But don't you dare forget Discord.
Or else you'll be howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon, which is coming up right now, actually.
The summer afternoons are getting closer. I don't know what the moon status is. Is it close to full moon time? Okay, let me see. Need to pull up season 5. The screens are taking a long time to move.
Oh yeah, don't forget the spoiler banner there. A burning count just remind us. Thank you.
I shall.
Hey, Sandy, while you pull it up, can I take just a quick moment to just get something off of my
This is
chest?
AC.
It's kind of important. I'm sorry, Apple. You and Sandy sound so much alike. You're
No,
We all
they
sound-
don't.
We all
You're-
sound the same to you?
you're
Is
like,
that-
That's
well, you don't sound
terrible.
the same. You
That's
guys.
racist.
See, this is how you treat Earth ponies? I see how it is.
I'm an Earth pony too.
Dirt ponies.
Well,
oh,
anyway, I want to take a few moments and I want to thank the Brony fandom for helping me get through a really rough week. I don't know if you guys follow my Twitter feed or not, but last Saturday, my grandfather, who I referred to as Grandpa Check, passed away. And it has. And I don't mean to bring the mood down. It's been a great episode, but I just want to share my my thank yous to everyone who has sent tweets and emails and comments on our wall on Facebook, just condolences. He was really a great man, and he really helped make me the man I am today. And I know right now he's up there in heaven helping out Matt Dillon find some outlaw, or maybe helping the Cartwrights fix up the Ponderosa. And I just want to say that Grandpa Check, you were a fantastic man. You still are. You touched so many people that you came in contact with, and that there is never, and no pony, no princess, no alicorn is going to have the magic and the reach that you had in this world. And I will see you real soon.
Real soon. That's
That sounds slightly ominous, but
Well,
we're going to move on.
It's like my grandma said, it's not goodbye, it's just see you later.
true. All right.
Oh, hey, here's a bit of news. Windy City PonyCon just got John Delancey.
Cool.
What?
Yeah. I
Well,
just
no
saw it on
wonder
ECD.
it's so windy.
Oh, be quiet.
Because of Discord, he's making all that wind.
That's called farts.
Wait,
God,
Wendy's-
okay. All right.
is that Chicago?
Hey, let's
Yes.
talk about an episode, guys.
Yes.
Let's talk about that Discord.
How
coming-
about season 5, episode number 7, overall episode number 98? Make new friends but keep Discord. Written by Natasha Levenger and storyboarded definitely by Sabrina Alberghetti and Nicole Wang.
Put on the spoiler.
I'm going.
Senator.
All right.
Stop.
It was a great episode.
There you
I'll
go.
give it
I
that.
loved it.
Spoiler
it was
alerts
great.
up.
I really
Hail
enjoyed that.
Smooze.
I'll tell you
How
what,
you say
that
it?
smooth was smooth.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So yes, the conceit of the episode is that it's time for the Grand Gupping Gala yet again, and every pony this time got a +1 ticket. And Fluttershy has, instead of inviting her good friend and housemate and tea party partner Discord, some weird hippie pony named Hippies.
Sorry,
And
I think she took a little too much LDS.
LDS,
I enjoyed the fact that she had.
LSD.
I like that she had the dreadlocks going on. I thought that was a nice touch.
Dude, she looked just like the meme of the hippie chick you see online with the,
oh yeah,
the dreads and the hair scarf and everything. It was,
Yeah.
but she
it was
wasn't
beautiful.
like a total jerk, so that's cool.
But she was a hippie.
No.
Good.
She
was
was
toking that shit pretty hard, though, man.
Smoke
Nicole
coke
Oliver
every
did a
day.
great job of that voice, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did do a good job, but man, that character just got on my nerves. I'm like, there
I
is
know how that
so much
feels.
going around, but quit being so mellow.
I don't
Oh, that's
know.
what-
I enjoyed it.
That's what
yeah.
weed heads do. They're just...
That's why I said I like the character. And again, Nicole, did a great job. So, and I make the joke in this episode, she did nothing, but she saved the day.
Dennis,
Oh.
listen, you're messing with my chakras. You're coming at me way too strong. So just pull it back.
Deep
Let
I
it
got
breath.
buffalo jerky. All right. That's good.
You sound like a song from The Lion King. Knock it off. It makes no sense. But I loved how she got Smooth to calm down with the.
That puts me to
was
sleep
great.
every night.
Yeah. Can we say this episode just had so many, what the buck moments?
Yeah, there's a lot of great
Just a
references.
box.
All right, there were so many weird moments. Let's go through everyone's favorite. I'm going to steal the puppet scene
Huh.
as my
Yes,
favorite.
the puppet scene was really good.
Senor
I-
Lambus. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't just break the fourth wall. We smashed it to pieces with a sledgehammer.
Yeah,
I mean, Pinkie Pie shook the camera.
Ah, dang it, Sandy! You took.
I took your
Oh.
Pinkie Pie
I was
scene.
gonna say Pinkie Pie camera shake.
The Dumb and Dumber tuxes.
Yes, I saw that too. That was
For
great.
me, was the stand-up comedians: Eddie Murphy, Rodney Dangerfield, Gallagher.
Yeah. I actually made a photo of Discord going, this is the most basic of jokes. Mod Pie's going, you're the most basic of jokes. Pew pew, shots fired. That was the best part. Just Mod Pie just.
Shutting him down. That was pretty
Yeah.
good.
It was a Ultra Burn.
But what do you guys think of the Metal Gear Solid reference?
That was a great, so out of left field.
And you know what I just realized? The box says the game on it.
Actually, it looks more like the orange now that I looked at it, because
Which
that's
is
what
the
it says.
actual thing from the game.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, it's completely out there, but it's also Discord, so that the conventional rules don't apply.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Discord. We actually got to see Discord's home dimension, which was like, it's like, man, I want to know what they're taking to come up with these ideas, because that seems like some pretty good stuff.
It came out of the mind of Tree Hugger.
He's
so out there.
a Daedric prince, and he has his own plane of oblivion.
Wow.
And if you played the Elder Scrolls 6 Equestria, you would know this. You casual.
I don't.
I love the
You dirty casual. Yeah.
The male still gets there though. That's the best part.
But one less male pony. He's dead. He's gone.
Yes, I loved the scene where the entire ballroom is covered in smooze, and Pinkie Pie is floating on Maud Pie's stomach, and she's paddling through it. I actually tweeted Andrea this, and I go, in 1492, Andrea Libman sailed the ocean smooze.
Good joke.
This has been, I think season 4 was going to be tough to beat, but season 5 is off to a really, really great start. Just storyline wise and joke wise. I don't know what it is, but they have really stepped their game up this season. And
this is the first episode that was actually like really funny. The other ones have been pretty serious. Except for the home makeover episode, which fell flat. But this is the first like comedy episode of the season.
I liked that episode. I liked Castle Sweet Castle. And we got to see Bulk Biceps again, which made Michael Dobson happy.
Well, anytime you get a paycheck, you're going to be happy.
Well, yeah, and, yeah. I can agree with you. These more episodes have been kind of dark. I think we all can agree that Thanks for the Memories was just, it was a gut check, real big time.
It only became a gut check to me like 3/4 way through the crying, I think.
It's like, wow, those ponies are very sad.
Yeah, I know, and I was like, man, why do they need to air an episode about death? And then Grandpa died. I'm like, oh, okay, so
sometimes you gotta deal with.
It's just about loss in general, to be honest.
I tell you what, that episode and Bloom and Gloom, just those two together. Man, Hasbro, you're bringing the feels this season.
Well, it's more DHX. Hasbro isn't, they're the ones in charge. They're the ones bringing in the writers.
Yeah, they're the ones you just go, okay. They don't really do much else.
So can we make a toy out of that?
Yeah.
Can
we make a Dreamscape playset?
Can we make a toy out of Rainbow Dash's sadness?
It's just a turtle skeleton.
It's
Rainbow. Pour cold water over her, and you see the tears appear.
Rainbow Dash's bedroom playset with crying pony action.
Oh god,
that is so dark.
Welcome to our show. This is what we've become.
I need to come back on here more often to keep the positive energy going.
Oh, I don't know how long we can last with that.
No, and a Brony account just had to go to squeeze her to squirt tears.
Oh god.
Oh gosh, I forgot about
these. Are all solid ideas.
Hasbro, why are you not listening to our horrific ideas? You should get it right on this for your.
They are the best
for your crying pony playsets.
I think we're gonna need to rename this season Feel.
No.
So let's see. Is there any other parts of the episode that we want to bring up? I mean, there were so many little bits to it. The basis of the episode was pretty direct. I mean, it was mainly just the movement between whatever Discord was trying to do to get attention, more or less.
Well, yeah, Discord felt pretty left out, I mean, we've all experienced that feeling before. It's no, we're going to change that at Everfree. We're going to change that.
I'm not going to be at Everfree.
Are you going to BronyCon?
Unfortunately, yes.
We're going to change that. We're going to get you involved in stuff.
Oh, good luck.
It was such a sad storyline. Discord's normally, with Fluttershy. But to see Fluttershy, have a different friend than Discord, I can understand, when you're such a close friend with Fluttershy as you are, like, with Discord, it can be tough to, have to share your time with someone else. So that episode really, resonated with me. And, Discord, he's still learning his way through being a friend. And, that's something that we all do on a daily basis in life, is learn our way through friendship and lessons like that. So, and in the end, Discord learned that it's okay to have more than one set of friends. I have anime friends. I have wrestling friends. I've got you guys as brony friends. And that's cool, because not everyone is going to be into the same things you are. And Discord even made a new friend in Smooze, which is, I don't know if we're going to, I think they'll be good friends.
Five Iron, you had something?
No, maybe it was just me, but I was under the impression that Discord was missing the point that he was just using Smooze. He didn't care about him. He was there as a prop, basically, and the whole time while he's at the party, he's just ignoring him. And I thought that was where the lesson was going to come from.
Well, yeah, you would think, I mean, he was being treated, or he was treating Smooze the way that he felt Fluttershy was treating him.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, okay, I understand that too, but eventually Discord found a new friend in Smooze, which I think was a really good way to end the show. I mean...
And is this super surprising that this is the way that they thought to bring out the Smooze? Not that everybody's just like, oh man, it's going to be the season opener villain. Everybody's now like, oh, it's going to be the season ender villain. It's like, oh, he came out in a top hat and a tie.
Yeah.
In a Dumb and Dumber reference.
Yes. He came out as the Blue.
There was also a Price is Right reference as well. When he was describing the alternate dimension, he had the Sony EMC51 mic, the long neck mic, and was bringing up the prizes with the lights around the frames.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob Barker would be proud.
With the freaking equestrian gothic going on, which is always fun.
Yeah. I'll tell you, that was weird. Again, that episode, it just made you, take a step back and go, okay. So
no, I just went. This is Discord. This is what should be expected. And also, Trolestia has been solidified.
Yes, again, yes.
I loved how he woke up Spike.
Oh God, I'd have shot myself.
Where's Twilight?
Blakey, Discord watches you sleep.
And then we never don't see Spike again for the rest of the episode.
Well, we do. He's in the corner at the gala eating a cupcake. I even tweeted a photo of him.
I don't
did get to go.
I don't pay much attention to Spike.
I tweeted him with a Forever Alone face because
that's Luna over in the throne room being on duty while the gala was going on.
Well, that happened at night.
I want to talk about it for one quick second. Couldn't the magic just hold the moon up? I mean, does she really have to be there the entire night to make sure the moon doesn't crash into the earth?
Listen,
she was to run the night court.
Yeah, she was having to repel a changeling invasion you never heard about. Jeez, come on. Like, she was off on some super crazy stuff.
Got to maintain those tides.
She had to go see what Soros was doing.
Yep. Did anyone else find it weird that Applejack used Rainbow Dash's tail as a handkerchief?
No.
That was hilarious.
No.
What I liked the fact is that the card game they were playing was all their cutie marks, and the backing was like different, various shades of purple, like the shipfic folder cards.
Do you think?
And then Rainbow Dash wins because she throws down one of everything.
And then it was Twidash as it was changing to the next scene.
Coincidence.
And there's one scene in the ballroom where there's a pony that looks awfully lot like Mike Check. He looks an awful lot. He may not have the color and the cutie mark, but he's got that signature Mike Check do. There's no denying that. I think I'm gonna have to take that as my Mike Check reference from the show.
Okay.
See. Or go ahead.
No. I'll just say, because in the episode where they meet Goldilicious and they have that cat who's made of dust, and I know a lot of people say it's not a Dusty Cat reference, but we know it's a Dusty Cat reference. We know DHX. Don't try to sugarcoat it. We know it's a cover.
So, is there anything else for the episode that we wanted to cover? We kind of ran through this one pretty quick because a lot of it is mainly just the it's just all the kind of sight gags that's kind of hard to illustrate over, a review. But it sounds like everybody is pretty much in agreement that this is one of the better episodes of the season.
One of the funniest ones, I believe. I think the funniest one right now. So whatever, it's going to have to take a episode of Keating Rogers quality to over humor this episode.
Really?
Well, she only has 4 or 5 episodes left before no more AKR the pony. So
I know, and I know, but if anyone can do it, It's Amy Keaton Rogers.
And Amy Keating Rogers, you say, like the next episode, The Lost Treasure of Griffinstone?
I'm calling it right now. We're going to see Gilda again. Marika Hendricks is going to get some attention.
I would love it. It's going to be episode 8, overall episode number 99.
And now, then episode 100 when the Phantom dies.
Oh,
I guarantee,
right in the fields.
I guarantee you episode 100 is going to jump the shark.
Yep, whatever that fan fiction site's going to shut down. It's going to be done.
You know, I never did get to ask when I interviewed Henry Winkler what it was like jumping the shark. I never got to ask him what that was like. So that's one of my greatest regrets. Now, I got one more thing. Now, does everyone remember the episode or the scene where the door is glowing and that little pony is standing there looking at it?
Oh, God,
it's a Shining reference, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Poltergeist.
Nope,
that's a Shining.
Oh, okay.
Which part was that?
The episode where everyone's looking at Discord and laughing at him, laughing at Mod Pie's joke. You see a little pony with a blue sweater on with looks like a little rocket ship on it.
It's a rocket ship.
That's right. I was like looking at it and like there's a something there.
Sabrina or Sibsy posted it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
It's the scene from The Shining where like the elevator door opens and blood just pours out. It's the same thing except smooth, and it's the same like. The way that the smooth flows, it's the same kind of pattern it does.
It's in the chat.
Yep.
Here's Smoozy.
Yep. All right. Well, that takes care of our friend Discord for this week. Next week, Gilda, maybe?
Doubtful.
Word is the word.
So, we will give that a shot for the Lost Treasure of Griffinstone next week. And that takes care of our episode today, which means I have one more thing I need to do before I remind you about, our one cool things for this week. The first one is you can go over to BronyShow.com or BronyvillePodcast.com. We have a new banner.
Indeed.
Yeah, we do.
It has all of us now. It is made by Starry Night. It now includes all 5 members of the show.
The only time you'll ever see me smile.
I know. There was a kitten off screen, I hear.
Yep.
Am I on there too?
No, you're not at this time.
Boo!
But you can go and check that out. It is over there at Brony Show. You can find the YouTube links for this show that is being recorded right now. You can go see it and see us live and have cameras and me waving at you. You can see the show notes, which includes the links of all the stuff that we're talking about during the episode. So that's cool. And you know where to find everybody for all that craziness. The usual stuff, please, if you like us on iTunes, if you like us on YouTube, leave the thumbs up, the pluses, the 5 stars, whatever you need to do with whichever service you're listening to this to. Heck, if somebody has this on in their workplace, scream at them and say you like it. That seems like something you could do.
Probably not a good idea.
Do it anyway. I don't know. We're out of left field this episode.
Not as good idea as that friggin', RP panel that Everfree are gonna do.
I'm gonna do that RP panel. It's a
terrible idea.
It's a great idea.
Hey, I will get on that
great
idea too. I will join you guys if you guys will have me.
That is another terrible idea.
Wow, all this negativeness,
that's our scope.
Welcome
Welcome to Scope. Population Scope.
Scope. Why do you gotta be so focused on bringing the show?
Because I'm an asshole.
Why has he gotta be so rude? Don't you know he's Pony too?
Yeah.
I like that. Actually.
All right. Let's see. So you can do that. So let's go ahead and move this on to one cool thing. This is where we give you one link to close out the show that we think is super, super awesome. I'm going to do 2 Fat Butchers. No.
I was there today.
I know. I was going to do the joke. I would do Pony Clicker, but we did technically talk about that in the news, even though I'm making 400 quintillion smiles a second.
Oh, there's a Pony Clicker now?
There's a Pony Clicker now.
Oh, God.
I
did play the Cookie Clicker.
Go back to playing GTA with your kid.
Yeah, it's Pony Clicker. Tell you what, I will pick up something that I purchased. Now, granted, I have not read this, but I wish to show it.
What? I don't see it. Where is it? What?
All right. So one thing I've been very interested in is is finding out more about how to make comics, and particularly how to try and write comics. This particular book, Making Comics by Scott McCloud, is part of a 3-part series about comic making, and this one was one of the ones that was recommended me for trying to get the details down of like how framing works, how you would write, how you would guide actions on a page, and how you would string the narrative together. So this is what I wanted to just bring. I said I'm going to be kind of working through this slowly because, you know, it's very nice also. It's all illustrated like a comic, so it's, if you are a very visual learner, it's something that's easy for a visual learner to kind of pick up on. But yeah, Making Comics by Scott McCloud. It's great. It is $23 US, $30 Canadian. And you can catch it on any Amazon. No Kindle version. You have to get it in paperback format, but
please purchase from Amazon.
Yeah, you would support that, wouldn't you?
What? Amazon's a great place. I get all my pony stuff from a contest for my show on Amazon.
Good, because it pays my paycheck.
Let's Scope live a little longer.
Yeah.
Yes. Lets me pay my rent.
Well, Alpha's here, and since he hasn't been here for a few weeks, I really want to find out what awesome one cool things he has.
I've just been down from being sick and everything, so yeah.
So
but
you have Benadryl as your one cool thing.
that would be
right
it.
here, actually.
Obamacare.
Some NyQuil. Thanks.
But yeah, so yay viruses. Well, I would say, you know, like, I'll go ahead and pit myself again. Like I said, I do financial assistance, so if you need financial guidance, feel free to email me. But I figured since you guys have been talking about Assassin's Creed every time I've not been on,
mute his mic.
I'm trying.
I put the link to the new, yet another Assassin's Creed game. So I put the launch trailer, the debut trailer, as my one cool thing.
Assassin's Creed Britbong Edition.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's sad that they used up China on like a mobile game.
Yeah.
I think they'll go back to it.
I hope they do. I was like, oh, that looks so cool.
They also had a Russian dude with a big axe, and that was a 2D one.
Yeah, they have the Chronicles, which, funny enough, it's China, Russia, and India. The Russia and India are based off the comics. So if you read Assassin's Creed Brahma or Assassin's Creed The Fall, those are the characters that are featured in those games. The son who is in the Chinese Chronicles is from the Embers video, which shows the end of Ezio's story. So they finally gave that character a game, even though they've been teasing her for about 2-3 years. Maybe she'll get a full-on platformer like the other ones. Hey, they put these things out every single goddamn year, so I'm sure they'll find a way to fit her in. So,
tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
They've only got like 1 million studios working on these games.
Yeah, and it's one thing. It's like I'm like, yay, it's a new game. I'm not hyped for it because it's kind of hyped to be over something you know is coming. So, and as far as the Missing Pony S, I have seen all the news about the movie that they're doing. I know Michael Fassbender is attached to it, but nothing else beyond that I've seen. Okay. Unless he just linked it to me.
So like 2 hours of the movie is him running around, unlocking all the places in the Animus, buying the shops, and upgrading his armor while throwing people off edges.
Oh yeah, and the live action movie he's talking about is The Lineage, which was the setup for Assassin's Creed 2, where it shows the backstory of Ezio's father being an assassin. So yeah, I have seen that.
So there's going to be this one scene where he kills like a dozen dudes that just keep spawning, and there can be if there's no witnesses, nobody's left alive.
Jump off a building into a haystack. It's got to happen.
Oh, of course.
So, Dennis, what is yours? It looks like it's a link over so everybody can find Canterlot Radio.
Well, actually, I have a couple things. But first off, Sandy, I want to thank you so much for having me on here again. This is I always love coming on to do Bronyville with you guys because it's always a lot of fun, and I try to model a lot of what I do on Canterlot Radio over from based off what you guys do. So, you know, the news section that you guys do, I model that for the news stable. So it's so cool that, you know, you guys have given me the inspiration to take Canterlot Radio to places I never thought possible. So, again, I thank you guys for being one of those influences in my Little Pony radio career.
Well, happy to be it for as weird of a show that we became.
Yes. Well, anyway, I got a few things, actually. First up, our Twitter page at twitter.com/Canterlot Radio. We are now currently at 2,300 followers, 2,329 to be exact. And we know we're always growing. You can check out my personal Twitter at @TheDennisDaniel. not a Dennis Daniel or some Dennis Daniel, but the Dennis Daniel, the official Twitter feed for the Blog Talk Radio World Heavyweight Champion and awesome real-life Steven Universe. But I have been keeping really busy as of late, and I've been trying to get my name out there a little further. And one thing I've discovered that I can really do good is design t-shirts. So I opened up a Redbubble store at redbubble.com/people/Canterlot Radio. And if you guys will go there, you will see that I have some really unique shirts on there. And one I am very, very proud of is my Bulk Biceps Bulkamania shirt. I don't know if you guys have seen this one yet, but it's really become popular with Bulk's voice actor, Michael Dobson. I actually just sent him one, and he's going to be wearing it a lot at conventions, including BronyCon, so that's always a cool thing. I've got a brand new one up. It's a parody of the Jack Daniels label for the Flim Flam Brothers Old Fashioned Ponyville Apple Cider. So if you guys would like to check that out and pick one up, it'd be great. I just sold my first one today, actually. But I've got more than just My Little Pony. I've got a couple WWE ones, pro wrestling in general. I've got some Steven Universe shirts I'm really proud of. I'm actually in the middle of working on one. Does anyone here remember the infamous brand of beer, Steve Weiser?
What?
No.
Whenever Stone Cold would stun someone, he'd have a beer, and that's what we call the Steve Weiser.
Yes.
I am actually in the middle right now of working on a parody of the Budweiser logo, and it says Steve Weiser on it. So another cool thing on there. I've got one I'm really proud of is of one for Sheamus. He's an Irish wrestler. He's got a crazy mohawk, and it's him with his hands out, and it says "Come at me, bro," but it's spelled BROGUE. And of course, I've got so many other shirts on here. I've got shirts, laptop skins, phone cases, whatever. I've got so many different designs. I'm always uploading new ones every week on my store. If you guys would check it out and and maybe consider purchasing a shirt, it would really help out with some of the costs here with my family. It's not a lot, but it does help pay for some stuff we do on the show as well. And if you guys would just check it out, I really appreciate it. I think that there's something on there that everyone of your listeners would really love. If not the Bulkamania shirt or the Flim Flam Brothers shirt, I have a parody of the Better Call Saul logo that says Better Right Twilight.
Yep, and I actually, on the video stream, I just ran through your entire store and showed off what you had. So
I actually just uploaded one of Baby Cakes from China, Illinois, because he's Baby Cakes, and he don't understand what's all this Twilight Sparkle nonsense. But hey, Alicorn's our thing,
Mm-hmm.
That's my very, very bad Baby Cakes.
That's fine. That's very, very fine. Let's see, Sandy, you're doing more voice work.
Yep, doing more fanfic readings. This one, Sunny Skies All Day Long, the absolutely classic, as in it was one of the very first, very early Season 1 fics that came out right after the Phoenix episode. The name I can't remember at the moment.
Darn it.
You know which one it is. So, sure. Sunny Skies All Day Long by Phantom Fox. I was like, yeah, I really like this story. It's not that long, so I made a YouTube video. It's linked. You can find it on my account. Just search for Sunny Skies All Day Long. It should pop up. If not, just go to my account, Just a Fox. One long word. And you can also download it from mega.co.nz because I recorded it. And if you want to download it, listen to it on the car or whatever, you can totally do that.
That's pretty cool, actually, Sandy, that you're doing readings. I actually got to listen to that anti-bullying episode. Man, that one was another gut check, but yeah, it was just wow. But that's really cool that you guys. That's really cool that you guys are doing stuff like this. That's amazing. I kill to do stuff like that.
It just requires a microphone and some time, really.
Well, and a willingness to put yourself out there. It's slightly terrifying. That's why I do it.
I do it, but I have no shame.
Let's see, Scope, you have some IFL science for us.
Yes, and I fucking love science, because this one, well, apparently some scientists have been able to regenerate some nerve fibers after a spinal cord injury.
Really?
Now that is pretty awesome.
Yeah, the other one I wanted to do was that how Cuba has a lung cancer vaccine, but this site has so much stuff.
Wait. What?
Oh yeah. Cuba has a lung cancer vaccine. And it could be coming to the U.S.
And they have one cool fact that you can use to.
Must not get political. Must not get political. Continue.
But I thought Trade with Cuba.
Well,
was
they did
bad.
the thing on.
That's what the TV was telling me.
If you have HBO, check out the episode of Vice where they figure out how they've cured cancer using other deadly disease viruses, including the AIDS virus. It's really fascinating.
Cured cancer with lots and lots of money. Please continue. I'm sorry.
That's South Park. Just injected straight in your veins.
But it's pretty intense.
Yeah, I know. I mean, when it comes to this stuff, they were able to, let's see here. They can encourage the damaged nerve fibers to grow an incredible 4 centimeters. Not only that, after 4 weeks of treatments, the regenerated neurons are fully capable of passing signals along the whole length.
That's awesome.
Neat.
Medical science blows my mind, dude. Oh, hey, Viagra can help fight malaria. That's also cool.
Sweet.
Wait, what?
Eat it like candy. What?
Bone tissue regrown using proteins from stem cells.
That's IFL science for you.
Oh,
that
dude, I love this site.
Yeah, well, that tissue won't be the only thing growing if you pop those things like M&Ms.
Oh.
Hawaii wants to...
Hold on, I don't have my siren ready. Hold on.
Hawaii wants to get 100% of its electricity from renewable sources by 2045. Bill Nye wants you to help him build a solar-powered spacecraft. Stuff like that.
There we go. All right, fine.
Oh, that's enough of that.
All
No
right.
regrets.
5 iron.
5 iron. Save us.
Okay, here we go. So, mine is pretty simple this week. It is a ridiculous video on YouTube of someone gluing some Roman candles to a radio-controlled drone, and they chase some guys, and it's fun.
Oh, that's great, dude.
Yeah, it's about 2 minutes worth. Have fun.
That reminds me, because my dad, way back when, he and a family friend would have Roman candle fights, where one would have like a Roman candle and a trash can in the other hand.
I remembered. I clearly remember, except they weren't. I definitely had the Roman candle fights. I remembered as a kid people having bottle rocket fights. You know, just the just the little ones with just a little stick. Up to the point that until one person got smacked in the face with one of those.
Oh
yeah, that'll do it.
We were out on the boat one day, and this sailboat came by and started firing bottle rockets at us. Well, we had quarter sticks on board.
Oh no!
So we tossed one in the water at them, and they stopped. They surrendered, said no more. After a bunch of dead fish started floating up on the surface of the water.
Yeah.
I remember when it was simple stupidity, like when me and my brother took pots from our kitchen and we rammed each other in the head while wearing them. This is advanced stupidity.
You got to get your next level on. Don't bring bottle rockets to a dynamite fight.
So is that the thing that's big now? Having bottle rocket fights? Are we done? Are we done with the RKO out of nowhere references?
I'll still bottle rocket fight. Don't give me an RKO.
What if I bottle rocket fought you and then gave you an RKO out of nowhere?
Oh, that'd be dangerous.
I almost actually got an RKO out of nowhere. I'm not kidding. Some kid ran up to me and tried to grab my neck and give me an RKO out of nowhere.
That doesn't seem like a good thing to get in general.
He's like a 5-year-old. He's like a 5-year-old kid. He's got the strength of Hercules. I'm like,
well, that's when you choke slam him into the concrete.
Thanks, Undertaker. That's
that's Tombstone Pile Driver.
None of these are good ideas.
Bullshit. Ever try to DDT someone on the concrete? It's fun.
That's
what Savage did to Steamboat back in '86.
Pile driver time. Let's do this.
That's why a real man uses the pedigree. Anyway.
Or bangs the boss's daughter.
Exactly. All right, guys.
Hey, banging the boss's daughter was what's best for business.
It is. And speaking of what's best for business is the close of episode 175.
What?
We are at the end. We're at the. Hey, we gotta move along. We gotta get 176 in next week.
But I'm not ready to go yet. There's just so many things left unsaid. So many science, so many mysteries of the universe that we have left to discover. The reason that we're here, where are we going, where we've been, and
I'm gonna go play Eve after this show's done. So I'm good with this.
We've got to answer the most important question: why?
And that will be covered all next episode, on episode 176, the Why episode.
Why are we still on the air?
It's a
valid question.
It's a very long-standing question. All right, well, let me go ahead and first start with this. Dennis, thank you for joining us this week.
Hey, thanks for having me. You guys are fun, and I actually hope that next week you will join me for our March to Everfree, where we're going to feature interviews with a lot of the awesome community guests that are going to make up Everfree Northwest. Because let's face it, the main guests have gotten so much attention. Well, that's wrong, because the community guests are just as important, in my opinion. And I want to invite you and Apple Cider on, because let's face it, you guys are just awesomeness.
And screw the rest of us, right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you guys want to, well, you guys want a guest? Are the rest of you guys guests as well?
They're not attending. They're just being better.
well,
like freaking at Babs, you and Sandy were the only community guests while I was just there.
Well, but you were a valid. You're very important to me, Scope.
That's a load of shit, you know.
Hey, you shut your mouth.
No.
Yeah.
I'll headbutt you.
Hey, don't talk crap to him, Scope. He runs a convention.
I don't give a fuck.
So, thank you for watching, everybody, and we will see you guys next week.
We'll go ahead and catch you next week. Till then, sleep well, every pony.
Thanks, Obama.
Bro,
Adios.
Good night.
Hit the button.
Click.
Hit the button.
Bang!
I forgot to turn the spoiler text off. Unspoilered.
Oops.
Oh, well. That's fine.
Hey, Sandy, would it be cool if I used the Kelly Sheridan interview for one of our segments in our March to Everfree next on Thursday?
We'll discuss that.
Okay. I mean, I know. I don't want. I mean, I know this is like your guys' get, but we're apparently going down to Kentucky on Friday for Memorial Day to clean up the grave sites. So I don't know if I'll be able to, get a complete show together. So I'm just trying to, But like I said, I am serious. I do want to get you and Apple on here so I can. So would there be any time before Thursday that we could possibly set up like a quick 10-15 minute interview?
This Thursday probably.
Thursday. Well, Thursday is when I want to air the show.
Oh, before that, yeah.
We'll
discuss it on Skype though.
Okay, all right. Okay,
I gotta see what my schedule's gonna be like for the next week.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really rough to do a show because it's just been, a crazy couple of months, and it's just been really hurting right now. But I can't back out of Everfree because they've been super kind to me, and I owe them. So, but again, Cider, thank you so much for having me on. It was really, really cool, to be on here. I'm actually happy you could join us because, you could have Sandy and you can have my chick, but you got to have the Sandy Cider my chick experience to get the whole kit and caboodle.
You certainly do.
I'm nobody. I'm a loser. I mean, you guys are like Letterman and Schaefer.
Somehow, over the years, somehow we kept doing this.
Well, yeah, but yeah. Again, thanks guys for having me back on. It was really cool. I'm gonna have to have you guys on my show, to one day, just to repay the kindness.
We'll have to do it sometime. Anyway, I know that I'm technically on call and working this weekend, so I actually have to duck out.
Yeah,
early.
I have to get out for work tomorrow morning, so it's gonna be fun with allergies. But guys, thank you so much for having me. Scope. Alpha Brony, 5 Iron. It was really nice to meet all of you guys, and hopefully we can do more stuff like this in the future.
All right. Take care. Take care, everyone.
I will. Now, Scope, you work on that attitude, okay, man? No one likes a negative Nelly.
Bullshit.
But he's our negative Nelly.
Classic Scope.
You don't even know me.
Well,
we bring balance to the.
It's vintage Scope.
Yeah, vintage Scope.
All right, guys.
All right. Well, I'll see you all later.
Good night, everybody.